Hey there guys, welcome back. So we just checked on how I'd be able to possibly get a little bit brighter in here, and really there is realistically no way, and that kinda sucks. I got my Pepsi here. So I know it's been a little bit again since I made my last video. So this is gonna kind of be an update. I'm still working towards losing some weight, even though I've just drank a little bit of soda. I'm not drinking as much as I used to. It's just cool my throat down because right now it's the only type of cold drink we have, and it's just whatever. I don't buy it, so I shouldn't really worry too much about it. Anyways, so as you can tell by the title of the video, I will be mixing some dyes again to change up my hair just a little bit. It's not going to be as drastic as going from, say, black to burgundy isn't as drastic, especially when it's a dark burgundy, but I want to try and change it up a little bit. It's not like trying to go blonde from black, or silver to black, or black to silver. You know what I mean. So, first thing you want to do when you're dyeing your hair with semi-permanent dyes, that's another thing too. While I'm trying to let my hair grow out, I got a couple of wigs. I will show you them when they come in. It might take about a couple of weeks, maybe 3 or 4. I'm trying to stay away from permanent dyes. That way my hair can definitely grow out, and that is part of the reason why I'm getting wigs and why I'm using semi-permanent dye today. I was kind of hesitant to even do that, even though I know it's conditioning and nourishing, but, you know, so that was a side note. First thing you want to do whenever you're dyeing your hair with a semi-permanent dye, I would not recommend it for permanent dye. On semi-permanent hair, you want freshly washed hair that is wet, and then shampooed, and then towel dried. No conditioner, because it is basically conditioner based. That's the point of it being called that. So, first thing you're going to want to do is that towel dry your hair. Don't blow dry it though. Even though it opens up the pores a little bit more, your hair is still being damaged by that, and if you want to try and keep away from the damage, I wouldn't suggest that you can, but the color also might not come out as bright. Also, using heat afterwards can be good, because it can open up the pores, but it doesn't do all that much different compared to letting your hair do its natural process for 3 hours compared to 30 minutes of constant heat. On the one spectrum, some people think it speeds up the process, and that's great, but on the other spectrum, you also have to take into consideration the fact that your hair is being damaged because it's heat processed at that point, and it's not natural heat. You want to try and keep it as natural as possible, especially if you're trying to grow out your hair. So anyways, I'm going to move on. You guys have probably seen these dyes before. I will leave them in the comments down below what they are. But these are the old Kiss dyes. If you guys haven't seen me dye my hair red, or try and dye it bluish black, then you probably won't know what the hell I'm talking about. But yeah, the red is all crusty and stuff, but I'm gonna work with it. I don't know what happened to my other red. I gotta find it. But yeah, this one is the Scarlet, I think. Can't even tell. But I'll leave it down below. And then this is the Enrage. If you want to watch me trying to dye my hair silver and fail at it horribly, go right ahead. I will, I'll post the title of the video down below and you guys can search it. It's not that far down the list, but yeah. I also have a couple of white dyes because I will be diluting this just a little bit, because I want to try and keep the color as potent as possible. It is the Pantene Pro V Color Preserve Volume with Sheer Volume Complex Weightless Conditioner. I like Pantene. And then it's the VO5 Anti-Frizz Smoothing Conditioner. Now, white conditioner is always the reason for it. I'm just going to make it short, plain, and simple. It's white. You can see any color that you put inside of it, so you know how much to put in, especially if you're dyeing your hair silver and you're making your own, which you can just get a toner, but you know, some people don't like to, they like to save money or whatever. In the long run, when making the silver toner, you want white dye or white conditioner, that way you know exactly how much dye to put in, so that way your hair doesn't turn purple like mine did. Anyways, so first thing I'm gonna do, because I actually have 2 bowls here. If you're gonna do my method, you'll probably want 2 bowls. I'm gonna start off with the first color, which will be more so towards my roots. Now you can't see it because unfortunately the light is weird, but it's almost like this red here, if you can see it, kind of. It's like this deep red right here. It's a burgundy, because when I dyed my hair, you guys probably know that I bleached my roots out first, and then put the permanent dye over, which I do also not recommend. Anyways, so, actually I'm going to start off with the color of my ends, which is the darker parts of my hair that were black that I just threw burgundy over just to see what it would turn out like. So I'm going to put some of this Enrage color, Purple Plum, in, and a little bit of conditioner, but I'm going to keep the color, and I can't tell you the consistencies because it all goes at eye, so I'll be right back. And then this is what it looks like so far. I'm just going to mix it up. And because I'm not making a real color conditioner out of this, it's just to kind of touch up on my color and change it up a little bit. Maybe get different tones in there this time, because right now my hair kind of looks brown once you go in the sun. I just want like an accurate amount of what will cover my hair, and since it's short, I only have about that much. You guys probably can't see, but it's not even enough to cover the entire bowl when it's laying flat. Let's just put it like that, because I'm really not going to need that much. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix my lighter-ish color, more blue-toned, with my Kiss dyes and a little bit of the purple towards the roots, just to give it dimension. And I also have another brush, and obviously a different bowl. And that's what you'll want. You'll probably want tint brushes. I forgot to say that. Sorry guys. Be right back. And how I do it, my theory, I'm going to use some VO5 now. I always start with the darkest color first, which would be the Purple Plum. Reason for it, you know it's dark, and you can only go lighter from there, basically. You can go darker if need be, but my feeling is that you can only go lighter from the darkest point, so yeah. So this actually took it up a couple of tones, and now that it's taken it up a couple of tones, once more, not enough to cover the entire bottom, I'm probably going to put just a little bit more in though of the Purple Plum, and just a tad more of the VO5. Reason behind this is, even though it's just a tad more, you have a little bit more dye and conditioner mix to work with, just in case you need to, because my roots with the reddish color are only about that big anyway, so it's not going to be that much of a difference, but I want to allude to it, and give as much purple to it, and just throw a little bit more blue on top of the purple, which is why I just throw in some Kiss blue, and why I even have the blue out here, because I want it to be more of a blue tone purple at the top, that way you can actually see that there is color, and then the rest can be red or black or whatever it may be. So now this actually looks straight up blue. You just gotta work that in there. It's actually coming out more blue tone, so I'm going to take a little bit more of the purple, which by the way I have basically almost all of it, because I didn't even really use that much purple. I got it specifically for the, whatchamacallit, probably don't want to use that, want to use the red one. I got it specifically for when I was trying to dye my hair silver, to use it as a toner, which is why I said, if you want to make your own toner, because that time I was being really cheap. So yeah, that's just story time. But if you haven't seen that video already, then you don't know what I'm ranting about. You should definitely go back and watch it. So now this is definitely a lot more blue tone. So I'm gonna take it in a light real quick and check it out. And when I say light, I mean a little bit more light than over here. Be right back. So now the root color looks more like a navy blue jean / indigo type color. So I'm going to put that on my roots, leave it on for about 15 minutes. I'll show you guys what that looks like. I'm also going to put a little bit on my sides here, just to check that out. And then I will, like I said, let that sit for 15 minutes. And then I'll go back in after my hair dries, after washing it out. And then I will throw on the purple concoction, which is just basically the purple plum with the Pantene conditioner. And it's still pretty dark. Just throwing in a little bit more. That's maybe about a tablespoon more. And now it is enough, just enough to cover the bottom. So I will let you guys know what it looks like when I come back. You guys will probably see better results than what you are seeing now. So stay tuned. Like, subscribe, and comment. Definitely do. And let me know what your take is on it. Bye!